All right, I know you can hardly see me, but it is what it is. Oh my gosh. Thank God for Cody Parkey. I know he's had his mishaps, whatever, with Chicago, double doink, whatever. He has been absolutely spectacular for the Cleveland Browns. Thank God. Thank God. I know me and every other Browns fan was thinking, here we go. Um, uh, um, where do I even start? Number one, I don't know who needs to tell them, but somebody needs to tell Kevin Stefanski and tell Baker Mayfield that there are two halves of football, and you need to play both halves of football. Baker Mayfield, I was going to come on, I was expecting to have a similar performance in the second half as he did in the first half. And I was going to come on here and I was just going to say, okay, this is what I'm talking about. The things he was doing in the first half, this is what he can do. It's not the greatest he can do, but it's a good start. Second half, we completely threw out everything that was working. And this is the second or third time that we've done this. It happened in the Bengals game, you get conservative. It happens in the Cowboys game, you get conservative in the second half. And now it happens in the Colts game. Listen, I love Kevin Stefanski. Y'all know my thoughts on Baker Mayfield. You have got to play all four quarters. I can't say it enough. Baker in the second half was terrible. Now, did the receivers drop some catches that were literally wide open? Yeah. That's not an excuse. Oh my gosh. Listen, I was very, very happy with what I seen first half from Baker specifically. Okay, I'm seeing 264 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had 2 picks. I can't remember what else. But, like I said, I liked what I seen from him first half. But when he's hot and when everything's working, you don't just stop that. Okay? I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses because, yeah, it is on him for the 2 interceptions or whatever he had in the second half. But Kevin Stefanski, seriously, this is the third time that you just completely abandoned what was working for you. You could not run the football on this Colts team, this Colts defense. And by the way, I already can see the headlines tomorrow. I'm not going to watch any of the big media people because I know how it's going to go. That Colts team is a really good football team. There's going to be people who say, oh, the Colts suck. No, they don't. The Colts will be fighting for a playoff spot. They're a good football team. Now, are they great? Are they spectacular? No. Did they have some people out? Yes. But you cannot tell me that the Indianapolis Colts are not a good football team. I know they lost to the Jags week 1. Great. Cool. Whatever. It's a different team now. You have got to understand that. Like I said, first half was nearly perfect from everybody, other than the run game. The run game got completely shut down. We went into this saying, Baker's going to have to step up. He's going to have to throw the football, and he's going to have to play great. The first half, he did that. Like I said, second half, you change everything up. You get rid of what's working. And it's just terrible. And now he gets hit. And then you've seen what happened. He comes back in the game. And then he almost threw an interception. Clearly I'm a Baker guy. Should he have been in the game after he got hurt? No, absolutely not. He almost threw an interception to Houston. And I don't like Case Keenum. I don't think he's that great of a player. But as far as the game manager come in and just don't make mistakes, yes, he should have came in. I hope Baker's not hurt. I hope he's going to be fine. Lessons offensively, you can't play conservative. You can't. You got to come out and you got to do what's working. The Pittsburgh Steelers I watched today was not super impressed. I'll talk about them later, obviously. But if this team shows up the exact same way, first half will be fine, and then the Steelers will find a way to beat you second half. You got to play the full game. Defensively, Andrew Sendejo, I literally can't tell you enough how much I hate you, sir. You might be the worst player on this team in a long time. And there's been a lot of bad players. But, I mean, Sheldrick Redwine might not be that great. But you know what he can do? He's certainly faster than you. You can't cover anybody. Ronnie Harrison had a pick 6. I've been saying he needs to get on the field a lot more. He got on the field because of injury, and he made an impact. It wasn't like he was great the entire game, but he made an impact. Greedy Williams, you have got to get your butt on the field. The corners were not terrible today, but you know what? The Pittsburgh Steelers have a lot more weapons than the Indianapolis Colts. If you don't want to play the game, just quit. I'm sorry. Just quit. Because we can't keep doing this week after week. In the Bengals game, you let them come back. In the Cowboys game, you let them come back. In the Colts game, you let them come back. Find a way to put the game away. And that is on the coach. That is on Baker Mayfield. That is on the defense. Joe Woods, quit playing this shit prevent defense in the second half. Kevin Stefanski, quit being so conservative, coming out trying to run the freaking football when they're shutting down your running game literally every single time. I'm happy we won. I know I sound mad. I am mad. 4-1. Fantastic. I'm very happy. And there's a lot of really positives to take away. And I think you've seen glimpses today of what this offense can be. You've seen glimpses today of the skill set you wanted to see from Baker. You've seen year one come back. You've seen that. And I think, if the second half would have looked like the first half, we would all be cheering, jumping for joy. And I really do think it could have looked like that. It wouldn't look like that completely because the Colts make adjustments because they're a good coach team. They're a good team. The talking heads, all the media people are going to come out and say, oh, who have the Browns beat? The Colts are not a great team. The Colts are a really good team. It is what it is. We can't keep doing this. We can't. Because when you play the teams that have the offensive weapons that can hang with you throughout the entire game, not just in the second half, this Browns team is not a championship team. This is not a team that I think is going to make a deep run in the playoffs. Could they win a wild card game? Yeah, sure, maybe. We'll see. I'm not talking playoffs yet, but I'm just saying in the big picture, this team has got, I know they're learning on the fly, but there's just certain things that you have got to get down. And I cannot believe this is now the third week where the first half goes from looking great, everything's sharp. This was Baker's best first half, maybe of his whole career. I really don't know. But come on. Pittsburgh's next week. That's going to be a very tough game. It is. Is Baker healthy? I don't know. Maybe your Lord and Savior, all you Baker hater Cleveland fans, maybe your Savior is going to come in. Maybe. But you know what? We're not going to win. We're not. Case Keenum, he's not that great of a player. We got him to come to Cleveland to help teach Baker and help him grow in the system. That Case Keenum knows. It's that simple. We didn't get him to start, despite what everybody wants to tell you. But like I said, we've got to figure it out. Happy we won. Whatever. I'm going to stop rambling. Go Browns. Stop giving me a heart attack. Yeah. Bye.